The Stephen and Harriet Myers Underground Railroad Educational Center is located in Albany, New York. A new interpretive center has been proposed for the campus. One of its key features will be the infusion of 300-year-old barn timbers from the Hudson Valley area. Architects Sean Hamlin and barn specialist Timothy Rawl discuss what goes into repurposing timbers in new construction.
Tim, thank you for having me over.
My pleasure.
This is a beautiful, beautiful space. So we are in Altamont, New York. Please talk a little bit about your company.
Sure. Well, my grandfather was a bit of an agricultural historian, barn expert, and really inspired me to get involved in the timber framing trade. Though he wasn't a timber framer himself, he just knew enough of the basics to really get me started. And 10 years on, now we're involved in dismantling 200 to 300-year-old structures and restoring them fully, cleaning them, fumigating them, and in adaptive reuse projects, giving them new life in projects such as the Underground Railroad.
You got to tell me a little bit of the backstory of these components here.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 260-year-old Dutch barn frame that's in the process of being restored, much like the frame for the Underground Railroad will be restored. The process there would be to tag and dismantle and fumigate and clean and make ready for a new project. So we're giving an antique barn, a very old antique piece of our agricultural history, new life, which is very exciting.
Relative to the Underground Railroad, as well as this barn here, we will locate a barn, which I believe we have.
Yep.
And dismantle that barn.
Correct.
You will tag it.
Yep.
Store it.
Right.
Ship it, and then we will assemble it on site.
Yep.
As you take on a new project, how do you work with your clients in selecting perhaps the actual barn,
Sure.
the work that comes out of it?
Certain styles of antique barns come with kind of a standardized footprint, right? So just in the background knowledge of antique barns, you could say that a Dutch barn is almost always roughly square in footprint and roughly 40 by 40 on a small end. So you can kind of take those dimensions and then maybe the client wants a loft. Well, a certain type of barn would be more accommodating towards a loft space and things like that. The harder thing is to actually find one that's still in good enough shape and worth salvaging.
You and I will have the wonderful opportunity to take an old barn and reconstruct it right in Albany, right in downtown Albany. What is the objective that you think that project will send to the community at large?
Well, I think it'll just have an impact in terms of its ability to educate the local community and become a gathering space for the local community where they can learn the goals and values that the Underground Railroad has set forth. There's no better way to interpret the past and connect with the past than to do it within a piece of living history, which would be the barn frame.
Well, Tim, I look forward to moving forward on this design and construction process with you. It's been a pleasure, and thank you again for allowing us on your property and your shop.
Absolutely.